Hi everybody, and welcome to the next edition of Mo's Camper Mansion. So this is where the bus is currently stored. It's stored in a bus preservation yard. Lots of other double deckers, various states of repair, reconditioning. Lots of them are being either converted or refurbished back to their normal spec. Lots and lots of buses. Quite a few buses the same as mine. The bus that I bought is a Dennis Trident Plaxton President. I think I got that right. So let's go and have a look at the bus. So the bus was actually bought in October 2023. I bought it for 5,000. Really good one there, like an old Routemaster. Very cool old bus. I think they're very, very expensive. My bus was originally in London, so it was originally a Metro Line bus, then it went to a big tour bus, London tour bus, and then it went to a new venture bus. So this is my bus, TP413, currently Northfield Station. So here she is. The actual body's in pretty good condition. Only came out of service, I think it was 2021. So going on to the actual bus itself. So quite a lot of the work we've done is upstairs. Not done much work downstairs at all. This is still, the driver's cab area is going to stay pretty much the same as what it is. Nice little surprise I found the other day is a little cubby hole here. What I didn't realise, the drivers have their own place to store their lunch. Who would have known? So this is the downstairs of the bus. So like I said, we haven't done a lot of work to the actual downstairs of the bus. I've got a kitchen delivered, which came out of a house in Woking. Got all the insulation delivered. So most of the insulation, that's about half of what's left. We had lots of 30mm which went up onto the roof upstairs. And all this 25mm is going onto the walls upstairs. This is the free wood flooring I got. Another great Facebook Marketplace find. And down here is Oliver. So Oliver's my middle child. Say hi, Oliver.
Hi, welcome to Mo's Camper Mansion.
Are you having fun doing the bus build so far?
Yes.
What's your bit that you enjoy doing the best?
Sitting on the sofa.
What have you been helping Daddy with? What jobs have you been helping with?
Installation.
Yeah. What tools have you been using?
Electric screwdriver.
Electric screwdriver. Did you do some sawing as well?
Yes, before separating some.
Yeah. So this is the actual kitchen itself. Paid £400 for the kitchen. We had to take it all out ourselves, including the kitchen sink, as they say. So I've cut these beams out here. This is ready for the where the kids' bedroom's going to go. Some of these windows are going to be boarded up. This whole door here is going to be boarded up. Quite a lot of electronics up there that I need to sort out. I also didn't realise that these buses have heaters at the top. So these heaters are actually run from the water from the main engines themselves. So going round upstairs. So we've done quite a lot of work upstairs. As we go up the actual stairs, as you can see, that expanding foam we've been using is extremely messy, but this is all being covered with wood, so not too much of an issue. So coming upstairs, you can see that I've started to cut the floor already. The floor is really curved at the edges, so I've had to cut that back, ready so that the floor can have a beam put in the middle at that lowest point. And there's going to be 12mm plywood, which goes all the way across the floor to level the floor out. This whole section here at the front is being removed. That's the job I'm doing at the moment. So cutting all of that out. There's a lot of wiring in there, stuff like that. I'm going to be keeping some of the original features, the stopping sign. Once all this has been cut out, that's going to go back up at the top. Going to be probably painted, but as the wiring's all going to go in for that. But this whole section here is going to be removed. The blind's going to be removed with the location of where the bus is going. There's going to be a big black sticker going on the outside, which is the Mo's Camper Mansion sign. So that'll all be going on. Going up to the top of the bus, so this is where we've had one of the biggest change rounds. So as you can see, the whole ceiling's now been insulated. That was a really big job. It took about 4 weeks, doing it most weekends. So we've got the actual battens themselves that go onto the wooden beams. Then we've got the expanding foam which sticks the Celotex pads to the actual ceiling. So we made sure we haven't had any gap between those at all, so we don't get condensation. This has been quite a massive job. Also to put all of the wiring in ready for the ceiling lights. So the wiring goes from the centre to the edge. All the edge wires are going to be linked up back to switches and then back to the 12-volt circuit. So that's going to be one of the next jobs after cutting out the front and doing the floor. I made a little bit of a mistake on the edge, forgot about where the bathroom's going and the light, so I've had to run a separate wire for that. That's going to be on a separate circuit to the other lights, but that's where the actual shower's going to go. So this is the actual shower base. It's going to be about that size, but we need to cut a big hole in the floor, drop that down about a foot, and then have a new welded frame below it. So as you can see here, started using the reciprocating saw to cut all the way along the edges. This is one of the jobs we were doing today. This has to be done so that the floor can butt right up to the edge of the bus. Once the floor's done, there you go, you can see there, it's aluminium frame that we have to cut through with the reciprocating saw. Going up. So this is another thing we had to use the reciprocating saw for, to cut all the plastic pods out at the back. This is all going to be insulated behind, lots of insulation in there. I didn't actually realise till afterwards that the engine's actually linked directly to this area. So there's a big gap which lots of leads and stuff can go up from the engine. So when we cut that out, there was about 21 years worth of rubbish and muck all fell out of there. That was a big mess when all of that came out. So yeah, so basically the whole ceiling's been insulated now. Things are going to move much quicker now. We haven't got the condensation dripping from the roof every day. We can do all the floor and everything now. We can do the insulation on the walls. I've got the kitchen now, so that can all start being installed once the floor is done. I can see how level the walls are back onto the walls, and then one of the next jobs before we actually do the insulation on the walls, I need to decide whether we're going to paint the windows or whether we're going to tint the windows. Not quite sure on that yet. Maybe if you can give me some advice on that, that would be really helpful. I just want it to look good from the outside. It's going to have a 74mm insulation behind it, so I'm not too worried about the actual look from inside because it will be covered in insulation. So yeah, quite a big job. Hopefully we're going to get some more done this week. I think about 2 weeks. 2 weeks worth of work to do left on the floor and starting installing the kitchen. And then back downstairs. So, not even really started downstairs yet, but this is going to be a whole mission on its own. So this is where we're going to have 2 double bedrooms, and then it's going to have a utility area here, which is above the wheel well. All of the electrics will go there, all of the solar batteries, everything like that. So we're going to sign off for this video. What do we say, Ollie?
Bye. Like and subscribe to Mo's Camper Mansion.
Thanks, everybody.